What's up, everybody? You're back in here with the Pro Football Pod. We got a special couple episodes coming up for you. Obviously, we've been dealing out with the, bottom 10 teams or the top 10 teams in the draft, if you will. But with us being Cowboys and Dolphins fans on the side, we wanted to throw out a special little couple episodes for all of our homies on that side. So, what's up, coach? Welcome in. Let's hit this Dolphins one. I'm super excited to get into this.
I have been looking forward to this one more than any of the others. We are going to allow trades in this one, so we're going to allow the Dolphins to trade back, trade up for potential talent. I think that that's ideal. The other teams, it's a little bit harder to do that, but we know what the Dolphins' biggest needs are. So trading back and getting some more picks and accumulating some depth, I think is going to be really important. Going over these needs, man, the Dolphins don't have a lot of needs. You saw that their over under on wins is 10.5 for the season.
It actually went up. Last year it
Oh,
was 9.5.
yeah,
And then, like you said, I mean, the people they lost, Christian Wilkins, Xavier Howard, Andrew Van Ginkel, Rob Hunt at guard, Raekwon Davis, Deshaun Elliott, Brandon Jones, yeah, Christian Wilkins and Xavier Howard are the biggest hits. Rob Hunt
absolutely.
is the next biggest hit.
Yeah,
You replaced with Jordan Poyer, Jordan Brooks, Kendall Fuller, Aaron Brewer at center, brought in Anthony Walker Jr., brought in Jonnu Smith. I mean, they put band-aids on certain spots, kind of played the money ball thing there with
filling
let's
out
get
some depth.
production with cheaper guys. Yeah.
Yes.
And to me, it is the smarter move to go. You've got Tua coming up. You've got Jalen Waddle and Jalen Phillips. Both of them are coming up next year. You've got these young guys that you're going to have to dish out for that the fans want you to dish out for. And
Yep.
as a Dolphins fan, when's the last time you actually wanted to pay offensive players?
Yeah.
Like,
It's
there
hard
was
to
those
think of
that
it.
were clamoring to keep Tannehill because it was, "Oh, what else is better out there?"
I
But
was ready for him to be
7
gone
years
though.
of that, I was tired of it, and,
Yeah.
if we get 3 more years of just complete letdowns, people are really gonna start being tired of Tua, but that's neither here nor there. We'll cross that bridge later.
Yeah.
Hopefully, we never get to it. Now, throw your stream up for me here so I can see the draft layout. I know the people see it, but I am blind. Here we go.
Nope, not that.
Nope, not that. We we're
Right
mirror
there.
mode right now. There we go. All
So
right.
we're gonna go ahead and click play and start this baby up.
Yep, let's see what we've got here. Now, I always like to do this.
Ooh.
Brian Thomas went 1 pick before.
One
That's
pick before. I'm telling you, he's not making it to 21. All these Dolphins fans out here, I want
no,
Brian Thomas.
he's
He's
not
not
making it to
making it to
20.
21.
No.
But you saw Johnny Newton from
I
Illinois.
see that. Now, scroll up though, just because with this top, I do like to see how the simulation drops the board. Caleb Williams, Jaden Daniels, Drake May, Marvin Harrison, Malik
Malik
Neighbors,
Neighbors.
JJ, Joe Alt, Roma Dunze, the top 10 as far as the way these simulations are
Talisi
seeing it are
Fuaga is a little bit
pretty much
crazy.
set.
I don't think that that's going to happen necessarily. I think that they go more Brock Bowers or take another receiver there. Even if Rome's gone, they might trade back, which we're not allowing them to trade, so that's part of it.
I don't know. The panic of keeping Rodgers healthy, they may just bring in every bit of the arsenal that they have.
And I keep seeing Brock Bowers go into Minnesota on these. What is up with that? Don't they have TJ Hawkinson?
I don't understand it. I know he got hurt at the end of the year last year, but you would expect it
He's
maybe
a
he
potential
misses the
Hall of
first
Famer at the
couple
position.
weeks. I, yeah, I truly don't understand it there. But nevertheless, let's go ahead and dive in here. With Jerry Newton being on the board right now at 21,
It's hard not to take him. Super athletic, like he fills in a lot of what we lost with Christian, and he's going to be able to produce with Zach Sealer halfway through the season, guaranteed.
I know the offensive line is such a big need here, and even pre-show we
Mims
were
is still
talking
there.
I wanted to look at trading back. Jackson Powers Johnson's still there, Tyler Guyton's still there. Graham Barton probably would have swayed me a little bit, But with Graham Barton being gone, like, it's no hesitation to me to take Jerry Newton here, bring him in to replace Christian Wilkins, and it him at 21 is an absolute steal to me.
Steal, like, could be the steal of the first round. Latu being there is big too, super athletic, like gonna be a great player. But we don't need edge at all. Like we need interior, and I mean this guy, he's everything that you need.
He
Besides, like he's
didn't
not.
do any of the offensive work or off-season workouts with the combine or the pro day, nursing some injuries there, but I mean, the grades speak for himself. Look at his 2022.
Yes, I mean he might have been
Like,
the best offensive tackle in college
and look at
football in
his
2022.
2023, 8 sacks as a defensive tackle.
I mean, he looks like Christian Wilkins,
Like
like
Christian
based off of
Wilkins
his
had
stats.
9.5 sacks and just got the absolute bag. So, like, yeah, go it. I'm pulling the trigger on Jerry
Let's do
Newton
it.
here at 21 all day.
Yep.
All right. So pick 55 here. Let's see. What are we working with on the offensive line? Zach Frazier going really hurts my soul.
I know. I saw that too. Christian Haynes is still there, but it's a little bit early for him. I think that if so, we would trade back maybe. Not with
That's
Buffalo.
that's what I was gonna say here is looking who's directly behind us coming up.
So we've got the Cowboys, the
Cowboys
Bucks,
could be a spot for Christian Haynes.
the
But see,
Bucks,
for me,
the
I'm also
Packers.
good with Blake Fisher down towards the 70s.
Yeah,
So if we have to trade with somebody like the Chiefs, the 49ers, the Ravens, somebody towards the beginning of the third trying to come up and steal somebody, because who's on the board here? Like, what's the overall board look like? Who would come up to steal somebody?
Jay
You got
Sanders is
Jadavian
still there.
Sanders,
Jermaine Burton.
Keon Coleman being
Yeah,
here.
that's huge.
Who did the Chiefs take in the first round?
Chiefs took Xavier Worthy. The Bills took Cooper
Oh,
DeJean.
yeah, but we're not making that trade with the Bills.
Yeah, exactly. We're not going to make them better.
Adonai Mitchell went to the Ravens, so that takes them out.
Yeah.
All right, so scroll.
The Panthers took Jackson Powers Johnson.
Okay, and
They
then
trade in
Xavier Leggett.
Xavier. Okay.
Damn them. All right, keep going down behind us a little bit.
Troy Franklin goes to Houston as well.
All right, so we
Eagles take
got
Roman Wilson.
Bucks, Packers, Texans, no. Lions, can't really see it. Ravens, not again. Cardinals took Marvin Harrison Jr. Not making a trade with the Patriots. Scroll down a little bit on the round list. Giants took JJ McCarthy. Go up and see who the Giants took in the second round.
Uh, they
Right
took
there.
Tyler Nubin.
Tyler Nubin. Make the trade with the Giants and let's hope they take Keon Coleman, because realistically, I think the Giants should be looking for a wide receiver to get some help there, especially if they draft JJ McCarthy. So let's see what we can get from the Giants here.
So we're going to trade back to 70 and then take.
70, and let's take 166 and we'll give them 55. That trade will be accepted all day. Let's go.
I mean, they're also saying
107.
that 107 will be accepted. I'd say we take that.
If that's going to be accepted, yeah, we take that.
Yeah.
Trade accepted. Let's go. Wheeling and dealing. All right. So who went? And
Christian
Christian Haynes
Haynes is
still on the
still
board.
on the board.
Let's go, son. Pull that trigger.
Yes. Loving that. Devontae Walker goes to the
Got
Jets.
the guy and picked up extra picks. Feeling all of that. All right. Now,
Ravens got Brendan Rice.
so Dwayne Carter would have been a solid snag here if we didn't take Jerry Newton. Let's see here. We're at pick 107. Aeneas Smith is nice.
A little bit of a reach
Cornelius
for all the receivers on the board still.
Johnson is a big body guy. I don't really know how much he's really going to fit into the system.
Eric All's still there from Iowa. I wonder what.
DJ Jan let's see. We pick again at 158. I think I'm pretty confident in the tight end we can snag there. Pull up the corner list. Wouldn't be mad at a DJ James, Jarvis Brownlee Jr., Cam Hart solid. Nobody's really screaming at me. Bring in Liam's brother, Tommy, play linebacker.
The Eichenberg brothers. I feel like this might be another opportunity for us to trade back and get some more picks, some more value. Um, doesn't really scream anybody that like has to come off the board
I
at
don't
a.
know that honestly, like no, it might be a little reach, and I know we've done it in a few, but I'm being dead serious here. Like, what about Javon Solomon? Like his player profile to me is along the lines of a Jalen Phillips, like with his size and athleticism, to where with up any edges, I wouldn't be mad at snagging an edge at this spot either.
We
Because
lost
we
you for just a second. So yeah, you were saying that he comps similar to like Jordan Phillips, or I'm sorry,
J-
not
Jalen
Jalen
Phillips,
Phillips.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, it comes very similar to Jalen Phillips. And with Jalen Phillips and Bradley Chubb nursing those injuries coming back, Andrew Van Ginkel's gone. I know edge is a big mock position. A lot of people have them taking Latu in the first if he falls to him. So I wouldn't be mad at edge. Like I said, we've kind of got a little luxury here with this pick by picking it up in the trade there. So is there a player screaming at you, or are you thinking maybe another possible trade down spot? My whole thing is who is on the board that somebody's trading up for?
I feel like this tight end from Iowa could be a potential trade up. I know Marshawn Lloyd is more of a receiving back, scat back type, so he doesn't hold a ton of value.
Well, that, and I don't know if anybody's trading up for a running back.
Yeah, exactly. Not in this class.
Like Dwayne Carter could be a guy because he's a force in the interior. He could be somebody trades up for there. DJ James, because corner is just a premium position. Like I said, I'm good with Javon
It's
Solomon,
barely a
DJ James.
reach. And I mean, dude, look at this guy's grades.
That's what
Like,
I'm
look at
saying.
what he did last year 17 sacks in 14 games. Like,
He exploded. Like his first 2 years,
did okay.
he got the snaps, but he was still getting his legs under him a little bit. The 10 sacks in his first year starting. Like, I'm all about some Javon Solomon. I know, like, the
I think
very
we pull the
first time
trigger.
we brought him up was more, hey, he's a small school guy. Don't, like, just knock him. But going back and watching his film, like, the dude's an athletic freak. It's just a matter of, with the edge position staying healthy in Miami, and hopefully he just adds another arsenal to their defense.
Yeah, I think we
Because
pull the trigger on him. I mean,
that I'm cool
he's
with it.
you look at his grades from this past year, like he's just such a solid player already. And with coming in with Anthony Weaver, he's only going to have another toy to play with on that edge position. I think that that's everything we're looking for right now. So we're going to pull it, pick again at 158. And
All right, we've got Isaiah Williams, Taj Washington.
oh, Joe Milton's still there. Austin would be banging the table right now for that.
Yeah, get out of here, Austin.
So who is James Williams? Not one of the top two safeties from the U, right? It was the other
That
two.
Yeah, Cam Kitchens and James Williams.
So James Williams, I would be not too upset with then because Cam Kitchens is the No, no, James Williams is the tall one. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's
I want
dude
Cam
is
Kitchens.
huge.
Cam Kitchens is a total freaking beast. Like you watch
Oh
that
yeah,
guy's film,
Cam's going in the second round.
he's exploding off of the page whenever you watch his film. James Williams is a beast. He's
James
super
Williams
big.
is, but
He's going to be more of a linebacker, I think.
Malik Mustafa is a guy and he's a higher up on the board there. He's a guy in the mold of like a Hufanga from San Francisco,
Okay.
like that type of mold of a player.
I
So,
love the run defense grade here.
it's where I'm thinking of, where they brought in Anthony Weaver as a defensive coordinator coming over from Baltimore, the way he used Kyle Hamilton as kind of like that jack safety with him having Javon Holland and adding a guy like Mustafa or even a James Williams, that to me is very intriguing for the defense because for the fact of it gives you so many chess pieces with Jordan Poyer, Javon Holland, and then you go ahead and add Mustafa or James Williams because I mean, you just brought it up. He's 6'5", 218. Kyle Hamilton is 6'4", 225. Like pretty comparable size wise, athleticism wise. Obviously, not talent wise at this point in their careers, but
Yeah.
I I could see a James Williams being the pick here as well. So I'm gonna let you make the call on this pick.
Let's see what we have still at tight end. So Jaheim Bill is still there. Tip Reeman, Tanner McLaughlin, all guys that we've been decently high on. Austin would be banging the table for Tip as well.
If Tip Reeman's there at our next pick, I very well might be banging the table for him myself.
So we pick again at 180. It's not too far off.
Pull up the offensive tackle list because I do know that is a need that we do need to look at. Like the trenches are more important. Javon Foster and Walter Roos both being there, and Ladarius Henderson.
I
Ugh.
I think that the chess piece at safety is a little bit more desirable at this point. Like with all these guys that are still there. We pick at 184. One of those three guys might be there still, and if not, I mean,
Yeah, no, I'm with you. I'm with
there's a
you.
little bit of a fall off. So I think we're gonna of between the two. Um, it's not that I have anything wrong with James Williams. I really do like prototypical like size at the
Malik
position.
is more of the strong safety style, whereas James is more of the free safety style. Like
Well,
to
we
me, to me, you'll be able to use both of them as a chess piece. I think they both would fit in that jack role well. I think getting James allows you to use Javon
Brandon
Holland more
Holland,
in
yeah.
that jack role, whereas Malik will be the guy that you probably end up using in that role so Holland can be over the top. So I'm good with either. I'm
I
letting you pull the trigger on
I'm
it.
gonna pick it on. I'm gonna go with Malik. Sorry, Sut.
But Mustafa is a dope ass name. Like, come on now.
Yeah. So let's look at the tackles that are still there. All three of our guys went. Um, Luke McCaffrey went
I
too.
like what I'm seeing there though for our next couple picks. Like Ethan Driscoll, Caden Wallace, Andrew Coker, Trent Jones. Like, I'm liking those guys. I will take any offensive lineman from Michigan. So
Yes.
I'm not fully worried there. Tight end, we've got AJ Barner and Tip Ryman. Now, I was going to bang the table for Ryman, but with Barner being there, Barner's more my style on that. Like, because where Ryman's huge and yeah, he's going to give you the blocking to it. Barner to me is good enough of a blocker and just a solid vacuum of a receiver.
Look at this grade that he's getting on his
That's
run
what I'm
blocking.
saying. Like so for me,
Comparatively, like
I,
I mean,
but then
this
again,
is
with
not
them
as good of a
having Durham
grade.
Smythe, bringing in Jonnu Smith on a 2-year deal, like I don't necessarily know if they're seeing tight end as an immediate need in this draft with all the other holes to fill.
I mean, we've you say holes
What's
to
there?
fill, but
Have
it's
we haven't pulled the trigger on a wide receiver. Pull that list up and see what we're still working with there.
yeah. I was kind of wanting to maybe go Luke McCaffrey in the last pick. Um, I
AC Washington is pull him up real quick.
6'2", 200. Um, very good
Solid,
contested rate catch
solid
rate.
grades. Didn't you see his production going up slightly each year?
Yeah.
His target rate going up slightly each year. You can tell wasn't necessarily the number one receiver on his team, but at being a number two receiver on a Illinois team in the Big Ten, that's solid right there. Like, I mean, the Dolphins need depth at wide receiver. They re-signed Braxton Berrios. I think they're waiting until after this draft to figure out what to do with OBJ.
Yes. I think OBJ is going to happen though. So which means because OBJ seems committed to the Fins as
At
well.
198, if he's which he'll still probably be there, Joshua Cephas from UTSA is a very intriguing small school prospect as
Wow.
well.
Look at these grades.
Yeah,
10 touchdowns, 6 touchdowns, 6 touchdowns. 6'3", 185 too.
like that is late round flyer possible gem right there. So that's my target with the next pick. So right now, I mean AJ Barner would be a luxury pick to me. We've kind of solidified safety. Pull up the corner list. I know we haven't taken a corner. Ryan Watts, Josh Wallace. Pull up Ryan Watts' profile real quick. Leaves a lot to be desired on that.
Yeah.
6'3", 206, prototypical size. MJ Devonshire had an off year last year. Was solid his first two seasons. And last one, pull up Josh Wallace on that list.
A lot more productive. Didn't have his passer rating. I mean, this was his best year. He's only improved every year, but a lot
That's
more
what you
productive.
that's what I like to see though, is the gradual improvement, or if you start out solid, you at least stay that way.
And he was playing the
Like, I don't
outside
wanna see a roller coaster on your chart or anything like that. Like, yeah, he's predominantly an outside guy.
all 3 years. Like that's big for me.
Yeah,
I
so what exit out of that real quick, and he's 219. He'll probably be there at our next pick as well.
yeah.
So
So
what are you thinking right here at this spot then? Like I said, I don't know if I think AJ Barner at tight end, that's more of a hey, let's throw a little excitement in here for the offensive player. We know we're going to have some choices at 198, possibly 241. Jalen Green at edge is intriguing, but we did take Javon Solomon. Um and go up real quick to the top. Jordan Jefferson doubling up at defensive interior, that would be a little
he's also a different type
intriguing.
of player. 6'4", 317. So he's going to be
Yeah.
a little bit more of that run stuffing.
Well, and I think of him as you lost Raekwon Davis,
Yeah.
you bring in Jordan Jefferson. And we know how Anthony Weaver last year with the Ravens loved to just rotate those defensive linemen in and out so they were constantly healthy. So I wouldn't be shocked to see multiple guys like that go. Justin Rogers from Auburn, he's another guy right there on the board for you at defensive interior. Much bigger,
Much bigger.
6'3", 346. So for me, I don't know how well he would exactly fit the system. I think Jordan Jefferson would fit it a little better.
I like going Jordan Jefferson and then looking corner and going like a Josh Wallace. at our next pick. I
I
think
like
that
that.
that's I think that because we've been adding a lot to our defense already in this draft, but I feel like that's where it needs to go. Anthony Weaver needs to have the pieces that he wants, the ones that are going to be adding extra
Well, and
pressure.
that's where you lost most of your strength in the offseason as well.
Exactly. Josh Wallace is still there at
Josh,
198.
he is. Go see if Cephas is still there at wide receiver. Oh my God,
Oh,
he's right there. Cephas is the pick for me.
yeah. Look at that production. 10 touchdowns,
The
dude.
production, a gradual increase each year in his production and his grading. Like, yeah, like to me, like this guy is he's a sixth round pick, but his
Ha-
talent and his production leads you to believe he should be a gem.
I don't think that Josh Wallace
What's there at
actually plays for us at all. And we still have Cam Smith.
offensive tackle still as well? I know we were looking at that at this spot. Scroll down, scroll down, scroll down. Brent Jones may still be there for us at 241.
Man,
All
these
right. So yeah,
Wolverines.
Cephas is the pick for me.
I think you're right. Um, with all the depth that we have at corner already, um, we took Cam.
You got Ramsey, you got Fuller, you got Cater Kohu.
Yep,
I believe they brought back Nick Needham.
yep.
Like so, I mean, yeah,
It's a
I
strong room.
yeah, that's where to me I feel like the more immediate need is on the wide receiver side.
This guy's got the size to be able to catch touchdowns, and he's been doing it
Well,
in
and that's the
college.
one thing the Dolphins offense lacks is a high point threat.
Yep. Let's do it. Joshua Cephas.
Wow. All right, last pick of the draft. Who's there at offensive tackle? That hurts.
Yep.
Who's there at tight end? Trey Knox is intriguing. Just being here at this spot. It's about where you expect to get him. Just leaves a lot to be desired, but you're also picking here in the 7th round. Zion Nelson, like he's down there, but his ADP, because he didn't play last year and he's basically been out for the last 2 years. That pick to me is very intriguing because he was a highly rated tackle coming out. You see his first year that he played, he had a very solid year. And you're picking in the 7th round for depth, keeping him at home in Miami. Like, I don't know that not even being a homer, like a pick like that intrigues me. JC Davis, Anthony Belton from North Carolina State, KT Levinson, like you've got your pick of tackles here.
Serious production.
Yeah, JC Davis is an intriguing guy for sure.
He's likely going to be a little bit
Predominant
raw.
predominantly left tackle, but again, like we talked about, you're having to look to replace Teron Armstead at left tackle here in the future. So I wouldn't be mad at JC Davis. Zion Nelson, he very well, like his ADP is high versus his rank just because people are going off of the prospect that you were getting out of high school and what he showed you that first year.
We could bring Tua's brother in.
Bro, we could.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be shocked to see them bring him in as a UDFA.
Undrafted. Yeah, I think so too.
I
He's
don't
not
know if
going to
he
get
would
drafted, I
sign
don't
there.
think.
I don't know if he would sign in Miami because he knows like I have zero shot of starting or even getting any kind of playing time, but him as a backup would just be cool. But I mean, bro's 5'10", 185. He is by far the smallest quarterback in the draft.
I think we go Zion based off of the fact that him missing the last 2 seasons is why he's being drafted here. His talent level and his production earlier in
We're
his
gonna get a
career.
low grade on it, but I don't care.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, let's do it.
All right, Dolphins fans, if you stayed this long, we absolutely appreciate you. Be sure to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. Let's see what we got. We got an A for Jerry Newton. We traded back from pick 55 in the second round to go back to the third. Picked up Christian Haynes on a steal. Javon Solomon, they gave us a low grade for that, but they can eat it because I love that pick. Malik Mustafa gave us a low grade on that, but I think he fits not necessarily a need, but a good chess piece. Jordan Jefferson, they like that pick for us. B plus on that one, defensive interior. Joshua Cephas, kind of figured that'd be a low grade at C minus. Who cares? He's great prospect at that point in the draft.
They
Got a
love Zion Nelson.
B plus for Zion Nelson at 241. Like, I'll take that. Did not think that was coming. A minus overall. I'm telling you, as a Dolphins fan, I would love this draft.
Yes. Uh, I can't think of anywhere where we should have gone a different position. Going interior for Christian Haynes early, I think, is super important. Like,
Christian Haynes at round 3, pick 70 is an
Yeah.
absolute steal.
Yeah.
And yeah, I love this. Love what we did here. If you loved what we did, be sure to throw it in the comments. If you hated what we did, throw that in the comments as well, because we like it all. We love you guys. Appreciate you sticking around. TulsiRoseTea.com is the sponsor. Check out the Cowboys special episode we're dropping as well for you. Peace out.